eufyCam E. Today we're going to strip it down and see how to get inside one of these. So look what we've got here. Okay, we're going to strip one of these down and see what it takes to get in one inside. So let's have a go. First thing we're going to do is we're not going to take this cover off here. It does come off, but then you've got to glue it back on again. We're going to go underneath where it says the serial number and the model number, this rubber bit here, which is, let me just okay, it's this bit here. We're going to take that off. Let's have a look in real time. There you go, stuck on. Revealing three screws. One, two, three. We're going to undo these three screws now. These three screws are different from all the other screws we're about to take off on this device CCTV camera, eufy. So keep these three screws separate from all the other screws. These screws are threaded. The other ones we're going to take off are going to be self-tappers. But these three screws are different, so we're going to keep them in a separate place from the other screws we're about to take off. Now you've got those three screws open, we're going to pull it apart. It comes apart here. Now, it might not come apart easy. If you get a screwdriver, don't prise it in the top or the sides. It's more waterproof if you prise it in the bottom. So let's have a little look what we can do here. There we go. Okay. There we go. Let me just zoom it out a little bit. Now the ribbon cable you see there is for the charging port. So we can remove that. I'll try and get a zoom in on for you and make it better. Just here. We're going to move the port that way, push it that way, and it will come out. There we go, just like that. We now have this part, which consists of the sync button there. That's the magnet and that's the charging port. The magnet's quite strong. That's the charging port. There's the sync. So let's put that to one side and start working on this one. Now this square bit here is the battery. It's a lot bigger than the eufyCam C. It's double the size. That's why it's double the. This one lasts 365 days allegedly, whereas the other one only lasts half a year. We're going to price it out. There is a couple of there's a hook there. I think that's the only one I can see. So lifting that hook up, pushing that hook to the side a little bit, like that, we can price it out. coming out slowly, just gently and easily, just prise it out. If you've got to force anything, you're going to break it. Okay, there we go, and that's the battery. There's no leads, there's 6 terminals there, 6 spaces. It goes into, connects with the pins there. These are all spring loaded, these pins. So if you've got issue with battery not working, it might be because that's not touching them properly, or might be a bit of dirt between them. But goes back in, just pushes down and clips under the lip there. So that's the battery removal. Now in here, you might want to forward this bit, it takes ages. There's 6 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, oh there's 8 screws, sorry, 8 screws. But these 8 screws are different from the first 3 screws you took out. These are self-tappers, so don't get these mixed up with the other screws. So let's have a go at these ones. Like I say, you might want to forward this bit, it'll be here for a while. One, 2, and we're getting there slowly. It helps to have some good precision screwdrivers. Sorry. Okay, what we've got out, there's 4 there, 5, 6, okay, what have we got now? 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's one more screw that hasn't come out, or it's gone down, might have fallen into the system. But I'm looking at the holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's no screws in there, so we can now prise this bit out. Again, starting from the bottom, not from the top, you don't want to ruin it. There we go. There's 2 rubber bands on there. They're the watertight seal. If you remove them, just put them back on again. Okay, this will be attached to the speaker. In here there's a speaker wire. That speaker wire goes onto he says looking all around it. Oh, there. That speaker wire gets, I'm going to zoom in for you. It's not easy to see. goes on to those 2 pins there. There's 1 pin, what's that? Letting go over. 1 pin there and 1 pin, there's 2 pins there, and that goes on to there, those speakers, that speaker wire. It goes in from this side here. Let's have a look, so show it a bit better. It's a fiddly job, but you might have to take the speaker out to do it. I've got big thumbs and fingers, so take the speaker out. You've got to prise it up gently so you don't break it. There we go. There's the other screw. That's the speaker. Now, I can't get this on, I've tried about 1,000 times, but this here is going to go on the side here into those 2 little screws there. I didn't have the correct tools last time. I do have a little pair of pliers now, so you can see if I can get it in there. Go. Let's try this way around, see if I can have a quick go. I won't pay me, if I can't get it in I won't carry on. If you are connecting the speaker up and doing the speaker, you might have to undo all these screws here to get this actual plug back into the socket. But it will be normally connected to that. If you do take it off, you're going to have a nightmare with putting it back on again, so I advise you to leave it attached if you can. No, I can't get it back on, so we'll leave it off for the moment. Now, there's your lens, which is glass. This one's broken. That's glass, so don't go touching that. It's a sealed unit, so if you do get condensation behind it, you cannot get into it. I've looked at it several times. There's a seal around here, and you just can't break the seal. When you go to try to break it, the glass breaks, so you can't get in and clean that inside lens. This bit here, this bit does come off if you want to take it off, but to put it back on, you've got to stick it back on again. I'll show you how. It just prizes off because it's only glued on. So we'll have a little look. I have taken this off before. See how it comes off? There's little clips there that goes underneath there when you're putting it back on. That's the speaker. That's the sensor, motion sensor behind there, which is that bit there, which is that bit there, the motion sensor. So I'll quickly put it back together, just argument's sake, just to show you roughly where we're going with this. See that lens there sticks through the hole there. Let's just zoom out a little bit so you can get more view. Okay, so those wires go into the system on there, but you might have to undo all the screws to get it to push into the connection, which is right on top there. Not easy to do. Okay, let's pop the battery back in, making sure those connections are going to face downwards to there and the ribbon's not in the way. And that's clipped in. That clip there has gone over. So that's as far as it will go, that's fully in. All these rubbers are coming off. Let's just pop them back on. They get water ingress if we don't. There we go. Okay. Where are we at now? Right, let's connect this ribbon to the charging port. Only magnet. There we go, it's back on there. Okay. Making sure the rubbers are all good on the outside. Gently push one rubber in. That's now sealed it. The other rubbers for this one. So that's sealed in there. Make sure it's nice and snug. Keeping the ribbon out of the way, not twisting it around too much like I was doing. Okay. Push home the other one. It will snap in when it goes correctly. There we go. Oh, what have I done? I forgot to put the screws back in. Okay, 6 screws to go back in. Eight screws I should say, not 6. See more on the forward this bit. Oh dear. We'll add that if you drop a screw and you can't find it out of the 8 screws, look on the magnet. They have a tendency to drop there. How are we doing? 3 more to go. I'm sure you would have fast videoed by now. Two more to go. And the last one. Before we went a bit together a bit too quick. John doesn't want to play ball. Let's have a go. Okay, we're done. Back to the battery. Making sure that's on there. It is. Making sure the rim's not too twisted. It's not. See those 3 screws there, they're metal, they're not self-tappers, they're threaded. Metric. Okay. See if it clips on. And it clips on nicely, so you know you've done good. You've got no screws sticking out. Now you get those 3 other screws, the ones that are different. 1, 2, 3. This one here is the reset button, I believe. Okay. Maybe it's not. Right, there we go. That's how to strip down, tear down and rebuild. But my advice is don't take the speaker lead off unless you really have to. If you do take it off and can't get it back on, then you've got to undo the other PCB board to get it back in, because my fingers are too fat to get it back in there. But there you are, one stripped down camera and rebuilt back together again.